Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. I pay respect to the triple gems, to the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha. I pay respect to Bhantaratananda, my Dhamma brothers, Venerable Nyanankara, Venerable Vichananda, Venerable Aryananda, Venerable Dhammananda. May the triple gems bless you, and may you benefit the most from listening to my Dhamma talk. I'd like to give a Dhamma talk regarding verse number 27 from the Dhammapada, from the Appamada Vagga of the Dhammapada. Appamada Vagga is the second Vagga of the Dhammapada. The Dhammapada is a book found in the Khuddaka Nikaya. Khuddaka Nikaya is one of the 5 parts of the Sutta Pitaka. Sutta Pitaka, Abhidhamma Pitaka, and Vinaya Pitaka, the 3 major parts that make up the Buddhist canon. The verse is that Pamadang apamadena yadanudati pandito panya pasada maruya asoko sokining pajang pabatato wabumate dirabale awekati. This verse means that just like a person who is up on a high mountain looks and sees the people below, in the same way there's a person who uses heedfulness to fight heedlessness and ascend the mountain of wisdom, looks at the foolish people without grievously looks at the foolish people below. This verse is related to an incident where at one time the Buddha went for alms in the morning as usual. Then after his alms, after having his morning breakfast, he began contemplating, as he used to do, to contemplate using his supernatural vision. His mind could travel far and see who needs my help today, who shall I help today. He could also see who's going to pass away today, things like this he could see. So this time he wondered, what is my son Kassapa doing? And he realized, oh, Venerable Kassapa is thinking about the arising and passing away of different beings. This is what Venerable Kassapa was doing. So the Buddha projected himself in front of Venerable Kassapa, and he told him that he should not do this because this was beyond his powers. Venerable Kassapa, he told him he could not see the passing away, the arising of beings, because he was just an arhat. This was an ability of the Buddhas only, and the Buddha said, as a Buddha, he could see the passing away of living beings, the arising of living beings, their past lives, their future births, the living beings that have not yet arisen, and those that have not yet fallen. He could see all of that. This is the incident related to this Dhammapada verse. It's not much. This is the incident related to this Dhammapada verse. If we see the Dhammapada and its commentaries, this is the incident related to this Dhammapada verse. So for me, what I get from this and what I'd like to share and highlight from this verse, when we see the meaning of the verse, I appreciate a lot how this verse tells us, gives a very good simile, that just like if one would stand at a very high mountain, you'd be able to see everywhere, every person, if you are at a place high enough. And the Buddha says that even so, there's a person who has used heedfulness to chase away heedlessness, look grievously at the foolish people below him. Foolish people are the people who are heedless. So if a person is heedful and they say climbing the mountain of wisdom, a person can look at the foolish people grievously without feeling any pain, without being attached, and that's why I think this verse refers to arahants and encourages us to attain arahatship, because an arahat of course has no emotions. Negative emotions, positive emotions don't arise in him, so he can look without being attached, steadily look at the foolish people. Everyone below him is foolish because he has climbed the mountain of wisdom, as this Gata says. It further encourages me to be heedful, to climb the mountain of wisdom, so that I can look at, I won't say, I don't qualify to say foolish people, since I'm not an enlightened one. I can't say to look at foolish people, so that I can look at others without any grievances. And as I've seen also in the Pali Canon, there's an incident which I can't remember where it's located, where it's mentioned that if a person is to climb up a mountain, they will tell the person down that here up, I can see the lake, I can see lake such and such, I can see this house, I can see these people. And the person down the mountain would say, no, you are lying to me, you cannot see this and this. How is this possible? Because they do not know what it looks like up there. So a person who is up would come down, grab their arm, take them up to the mountain and show them. Then they would also see that now I can see this lake, and I can see this lake, I can see this place, because I'm standing above, which they could not see before. This is like what the Buddha did exactly, of having attained enlightenment. Before teaching more disciples, no one would be able to believe what he speaks about, that if you avoid killing, you would have a better rebirth in the future, that there is karma, there is rebirth, dependent origination, the Four Noble Truths. All of his principles, having seen them, the Buddha also taught us without keeping all of it to himself. And like this, he gave us the weapon for chasing away heedlessness, to climb the mountain of wisdom using heedfulness. I'd like to conclude my Dhamma talk. I pay respect to the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha, and to Bhante Tanananda, and my Dhamma brothers, Venerable Nyalankara, Venerable Ichananda, Venerable Dhammananda, and Venerable Aryananda. May you attain Nibbana by listening to my Dhamma talk. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.